It's the old one.
Cheaping out on me.
Okay, you're live.
Oh, I'm live? Ooh, awkward. Can you, is that what? Good? Is this camera high enough to see my face?
Yes.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah.
You can hear me? All right. This mic's going to flop around a little bit, but. There's the, okay, there we go. We got the feed. Hello. Okay. Fix my mic. Sorry, guys. Give us 1 second.
On the fold, it won't.
Perfect. All right. You can all hear me? We're live. Looking good. I can see your comments. All right. So welcome to another sample sale. We're doing things a little different this time. So if you go to the category page, you might see the mystery brown leather, but you won't see any of the other leathers. Since we have such a limited stock, I'm actually just going to throw them up after the live. That way we can actually look at the leathers before they all sell out. So if there's a leather you like, check out that category page, and once the live is ended, we will throw them all up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different leathers to look at today. So not a huge batch like last time, but these are all pretty interesting leathers. So I will start with the one that is on the website. The one that just has a sticky note that says unknown brown, 6 to 7 ounces. So we are going into our pretty large collection of sample hides that have just been around for, in some cases, like literally decades. I think one of the leathers here is from the 90s. I think it was a sample of the first ever Max Sport chocolate that we sold for years and years and have since discontinued. So we'll start with this guy here. This is an unknown brown leather. Based on the hide size, we know it's not Horween, but it looks a lot like the Cypress tannage. Let's see how well we can show this leather off. So it's nice, rich brown, but it's got that crazy pull up to it, like Cypress. I might need some assistance here to show the leather a little bit closer. But yeah, this is a really, really nice leather. I'm guessing it's either Seidel or a really random one-off leather. Based on the size of this hide, Horween sends us really small hides. Well, not really small, but small compared to Seidel. But this has got a really, really nice pull-up, this really light color. It's also really, it's got a really nice temper to it. It's soft. Doesn't feel as dry as Cypress typically does. Really nice oiled leather. So I believe we've got just enough for 2 pairs. We are not doing any toe caps. I do see toe cap, cap toe, that thing. Toe caps significantly reduce the yield, so unable to offer as many as we're saying here. No toe caps, unfortunately. There will be mock toe options. But yeah, so this is the mystery brown leather that is available right now. Should make some beautiful boots. I will just move on to the next one. If you guys have any additional questions or want to look at these after we go through all of them, I can pull them back out. All right. So next on the list is from Horween. This one's not going to be too exciting to look at because it's black, but we do have some black chrome pack. So if you're not familiar with chrome pack, it's a very oiled leather. It is a very durable leather. It's actually the recipe we used to create the Spokane leather from. So great option if you want a nice black oiled leather. Let's see here. I think we have one boot available. Yeah, this is a straight chrome tan leather, heavy grease blend, hot stuffed. It's actually originally used for, like in the early 1900s, as a mechanical leather for gasket seals, oil seals. Holds up really well. So greasy that it does kind of like leave a bit of grease on your hands, at least at the beginning when the boots are being made. I know our sewers don't always love working with this leather because of how oiled and waxy it is. Yeah, so that's the black chrome pack from Horween. One boot available there. So after this live stream, if you like this black, get it quick. Let's see. Next up, this is a really nice leather. I think a lot of people will like this one. So this is another one from Horween. We did a run of this tannage in 2021, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago. So this is Horween Rapids. This is specifically burnt brown rapids. It's got this really nice, almost suede or nubuck finish to it. They buff it a bit to get this look. It is not a suede or nubuck. It is a full grain leather still. They just hit that top layer just to get this look. I think we did, wheat rapids in 2021, much lighter color. This was a brown that we were looking at, but we never offered it. We have 4 boots available. So this is a really nice leather if you want something lighter weight. It's very soft, very flexible, very lightweight. Somewhere in between like a suede and a full grain leather, I would say, in terms of feel. I believe this is 5 to 6 ounces. Yeah, we have 4 boots total in that. All right. Do you want to try and give them a close-up of this, if you can? So you can see it's kind of got that brushed or like, suede appearance to it. Really nice. So yeah, again, 4 pairs of those available. Will be up after the live stream ends. Would make a great mock toe or like a 4-inch all dirt boot. If you guys don't buy it, I might have to get my pair in these. I have a bunch of store credit from selling my boots on Marketplace that I need to use. Okay. Next one. Let's see. This is another interesting one. A one-off sample. God, I think this is from like 2 years ago. Let's see. Okay. The weight for the black, the chrome pack is 6 to 7. So this guy here is actually from SB Foot Tanning Company, known for being the tannery owned by Red Wing Shoes and the tannery that makes all of their leather. So this might be kind of familiar if you are into Red Wings. This doesn't have a tag on it, but I believe this is their legacy leather. This is the light burnt orange. So I think they have made some mock toes out of this leather. So we got a sample. I think we made 1 pair of boots and did nothing else with it. Partly just because it's easier to, source all your leathers from 1 or 2 tanneries. Makes it less confusing for everyone. Great leather though. This is a little bit thinner weight. I think this is 5 to 6. We can do 1 boot out of this. Partly because, despite the size of the hide, there are quite a bit of scratches and scars. It was kind of a pretty beat up hide that we got. So I think we can successfully get 1 pair out of it. Review the MTO again, please. Any Nick's boots models. So there will be some limitations. So no toe caps, some height restrictions. If you have some changes you want to make, like if you want to do an Ivan instead of the standard lace up, or you want to do the chukka, we can make that change for you. The product itself is just a standard lace up, but if you place the order, secure your place, you can reach out and we can change it up for you. No pull-ons, nothing taller than 8 or 10 inches, depending on the boot model, or depending on the leather. For some of these where we only have enough for 1 boot, it'll be limited to 8 inches or shorter. Okay, we have 2 more. So the next one is from Seidel. So this is one of those that has been just around for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. This is a sample we got from Seidel way back when. It is labeled simply Seidel Chocolate Lager. So this is an old leather, still very soft, very, very oily. Reminds me a lot of 64 Brown, except the color is a little bit darker. If you really like that kind of chocolate, darker brown with reddish tones in it, like the old chocolate, this is really nice leather. I think it's a little bit thinner than our work leather, say probably 6 to 7, just based on what I'm feeling here. This, again, such an old leather, it doesn't really have any notes. Typically when we order samples, it's got a tag that says the ounce weight. This one doesn't have that. But I can tell just by feeling it, it's definitely a little bit thinner than our standard work leather. So I don't know if this was a sample to test out a thinner weight, or if it was a sample to test out a different color. I'll be honest, when this was brought in, I was probably still in diapers. I think we have 2 boots worth out of this. Lager chocolate, if you like it. The second one was black chrome pack. Let's see. Yes, Ron, they will be quick ship lead times since we have the leathers in stock. The whole reason we're doing this is we want to clear out space. And we have so many sample leathers that we don't do anything with, like this, that has just been taking up space for years. So they'll go through fast. John, depending on the leather you wanted, we might be able to do a tanker. Again, it really just depends on availability and how much leather we have. Future chrome back options, semi-regularly. I will never say no, but our Spokane tannage is based off of chrome back. So you'll probably see some more Spokane options. Might not see any actual chrome pack in the future. Okay, so we have 1 more left, and then if you guys have any questions, you want to look at them, we can pull them out again. So this last one is another really interesting one-off sampling. This is from a tannery we've never worked with, and you maybe have never heard of. They're in Milwaukee. It's a tannery called Teal. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Theile Tanning in Milwaukee. We have enough for 10 boots in this leather. So I don't know why we got it in, what we got it in for. My guess is just kind of, they probably reached out to us and asked us if we wanted to use the leather, and we said, sure, send us some and we'll decide if we like it. So let's see. This is walnut latigo, 7.5 to 8 ounces. So this seems like, maybe when we were having issues with walnut before we discontinued it, we were maybe sampling some stuff to replace it. It's a latigo leather, so it is a combo tanned leather, lots of oils packed into it, some veg retanning. It's really nice, kind of consistent dark brown color. You can see here, it's got a really nice temper to it. It is kind of stiffer, definitely a work leather. Yeah, we have 10 boots worth left. So if you like the old walnut, this will be a really good option for you. Spare kilties, since it's a one-off, maybe. That really depends on what we have left. Yes. Can we try and do a close-up of this? Ooh. Show them that leather. I'll roll this one up. So yeah, you can see it's kind of that rich brown color. Could potentially, looks like this would work for a rough out. It's not totally finished for a rough out, but it's definitely struck through. So if you wanted to do a rough out on these, we could do it. No blue stuff, no green stuff this time around. Again, this is us just kind of going through the old stock of sample leathers this time around. So we've got some light browns and some dark browns and some blacks, but no crazy colors this time around. So again, no violet either. So again, these will go up on the website after this live stream ends. Most of them, there's 1 or 2 available. So I wanted to have a chance to actually show you guys what they look like before they get sold. Because I know last time we did this, was it Navy CXL and the turquoise bison were gone before I even went live. So yeah, as another note, we will be doing a sort of different sample sale, I think starting next week. We're not going to do a live, it's just going to go up. But all of those boots you may have seen in other videos of us making samples of the different leathers. Those are lining the walls in the conference room right now. I think we have 40 to 50 pairs. Is that an over-exaggeration, or does that sound right? There's at least 30 pairs of boots between size 7 and 11, mostly D and E widths. I think pretty much all Falcons, but those will all go up on the website next week as one-off stock models that you can buy and have shipped to you immediately. So keep an eye out for that next Wednesday. Any questions? Any leathers you want to look over again before we end the live stream and I throw them on the website?
Someone did ask for
Number 3. Number 3 was, the Brown Rapids. Again, if you guys don't buy this, I'm buying this. But please buy it if you want it. It's a really nice leather, really nice light brown. Kind of has that nubuck look to it, that suede look to it. You can see it kind of changes as I touch it. Really nice lightweight leather. It is not waterproof. Let's see. Ooh, sliding's tough. How's that? Yeah, this is the Burnt Brown Rapids. we'll have standard width, or our typical width options available. So I think we can do up to triple F. I don't remember anymore. Yeah. Any other questions? If not, we might call it here. A little bit of a short one this time around. Like I said, we had just a few we wanted to put up, but this will be a semi-regular event. We still have a bunch of sample leathers we need to get rid of. But yeah, if there's any changes you want to make, I will grab the Chrome Pack Black. But yeah, if there's any changes you want to make after you place your order, again, if you want to switch it to like an Ivan or the Chukka, we can make some minor changes for you. Try to make the product pretty simple just for the ease of placing the order. And then our new system makes it pretty easy for us to make changes now, so that shouldn't be any problem. Yeah, this is that Chrome Pack Black. See if I can get a close up without it being, there you go, get that natural lighting. Yeah, you can see it's kind of got some gray tones in it, partly because it is such a waxy leather. But yeah. Yeah, all of them are quick ship lead times. Because we have them and we're trying to get rid of them, we'll run them through a little bit faster. The walnut we should be able to do in a tanker. That shouldn't be a problem, considering how much leather we have. We should definitely be able to do that for you. The Latigo walnut, there's about 10 boots worth. So we should have plenty of leather there. All right, cool. I think we'll call it there. I'll throw these guys up on the website. And so keep an eye out. There's a link on the homepage to get to that category. And get them while you can. Sweet. Thank you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, Kelsey, you need to get bottle merch.